Hey guys, it's nice to see you again. So today I'll be showing you my Majesty Lord Blaster deck. Awakening of Twin Blades introduces us to the Blaster engine, which means right now we do have a deck full of blasters and a lot of blaster supports. For example, we have 4 copies of K just for us to gain power and swing on the opponent's rearguards because they are 10k attack power while they are in the front. This deck is really consistent and flexible and it's quite user friendly since it's quite simple to play. So what are some of the strengths of this deck? First of all, we have a very powerful inbuilt crit. Our Majesty Lord Blaster gives us a permanent crit as long as we fulfill the condition of having Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark in the soul. So this way you have a very nice 12k attack defense and also 2 criticals to pressure opponents and waste their perfect guards. So that's pretty nice. Secondly, we always have the reliable Blaster Blade, my avatar, to retire rearguards so that we get in multiple swings. So this deck is a really good balance of offense and defense in my opinion, because we do have a 12k defense and also we have Blaster Blades to help push out our offenses. So it's a really excellent deck and I hope you guys try it out as well. So without further ado, let's jump into the deck and find out more. So first up, 4 copies of my main right target, which is Marin, because 8k does helps you escape some magic numbers in the early game. Some decks like Oracle Think Tank and Shadow don't have a lot of boosters, so if you ride at 8k, most of the time you're escaping the first damage. However, be careful because you do want that 1 counter blast in order to activate Vanguard Brave skill. By counterblasting 1 and boosting a blaster, you'll be able to search your deck for another blaster and add it to your hand. So it basically searches out your combo pieces needed for your Light and Darkness combos to gain that 12k and 1 crit. So do keep that in mind, and yeah, but nonetheless, Marin is still a very solid 8k booster behind K because you hit 18k magic numbers against Dragonic Overlords or Phantom Blaster Overlords, which is what you really need. Next up for the Grade 2s, we play 4 copies of my avatar Blaster Blade. So Blaster Blade is still very important in the deck, in any Royal deck in fact, because you'll be able to retire 2, Counterblast 2 to retire a rearguard. So it's pretty good because getting rid of intercepts is very important in 0, and retiring is so powerful because we do not have any shields to guard from the hand. Next one, we play 1 copy of Batavir. It's a 12k as long as you're in Blaster, so perhaps Blaster Blade, Blaster Dark, or even Majesty Lord Blaster, you have a 12k solid attacker to solo any of those 11k Vanguards, or any boost would make it hit 19k against cross rights. Next up, 4 copies of Starcore Trumpeter. Well, you could play 3 copies if you want. I'm playing 4 because I really want to rely more on consistency. And of course, there are times where I fight against Kagero and they retire my Wingo, and I get the Core Trumpeter to have my fix of Light and Darkness. So do keep that in mind. You could make some modification changes, or add in more Batavirs if you want to. But for now, I'm going more on consistency and 4 copies of Trumpeters. Next up, the alter ego of my Light, the Shadow across the battlefield, the Blaster Dark. Well, Blaster Dark is just there as fodder for the Light and Darkness. However, it is still very handy in the early game. If you're fighting against a mirror match, you are able to use its counterblast skill to retire your opponent's Wingos, which is very important because sometimes they fail to search out their Majesty Lord Blaster, and that could actually win you the game. So take that in consideration. Personally, I will go maxed out on Blaster Darks because I don't want to rely too much on searching to get my combo pieces off, and I prefer to draw into them just in case my opponents stop my plans. For the Grade 3s, we have the Avatar of Light and Shadow, Majesty Lord Blaster. Its ability is really strong because of the fact that it gains a permanent crit, making it very pressure against most decks, and as long as your opponent hits 3 or more damage, they'll be constantly spamming perfect guards. So it's really good because once they run out of perfect guards, you can use your rear guards to actually destroy them quite easily. So yeah, decks like Perfect Riser definitely thrive off that strategy last season, and right now it's Majesty's Lord Blaster's turn to do it. And also, being a 12k base means it's harder to hit magic numbers, so it's kind of like a little cross ride with a little bit of balance. Kinda wish it's 13k, but let's not ask for too much, shall we? Another key Grade 3 of the deck is 4 copies of Gancelot. Gancelot basically helps us get our Blaster Blade, my avatar, by shuffling it back to the deck. So it's really good because first up, if you draw into your hands, which I kind of have a lot of luck with drawing heals in my hand with many other decks, but with this deck it's not a problem because I can set it back to search out my avatar, extra retiring, or the Light and Darkness combo, so it works perfectly in the deck. Next is 4 copy of Soul Saver Dragon. To be honest, you could use Palomides, but I do feel that Palomides is a Grade 3 and I don't really use him so much, and I don't really want to ride him. Like, even if I were to ride, I would ride Soul Saver Dragon because Soul Saver does have the ability to give +3 extra attack, 3k extra attack, and hit magic numbers with Marin against certain decks. And yeah, it feels kind of better, and also it in Vanguard 0, it's actually pretty strong because it's a Vanguard / Rearguard ability. So during my final turn, I actually use a skill to power up my units, just in case I need a power up to stay. And also another fun tip for you guys, even if you guys would Soul Blast out your Blaster Blade and Blaster Duck from your Majesty Lord Blaster, from its soul. Okay, if you read this line, it says, and have its original crit become 2. So even if you Soul Blast the Light and Darkness counterparts of your soul, you still maintain 2 criticals. Yes, you do lose the 2k attack power, but for the final turn, honestly the 2k doesn't really help. And if you're really pushing for game and your opponent does have the damage and have an empty damage there, if they were to check a trigger, you are gonna lose anyway. So the extra 5k from the Soul Saber Dragon actually won me a couple of games. So do consider that. I do consider Soul Saber Dragon very consistent because I pull her off very often to finish my games. But be careful, make sure you think carefully before using it because it may cost you the game as well. Well, to be honest, I only have one copy of King of Knights Alfred, but it's a pretty nice backup ride to hit 20k easily. Otherwise, I do feel that Soul Saber Dragon fits the build perfectly because she does not use any Counter Blast and she hits 21k. But I could use King of Knights Alfred. I like him because it's really cool. So with every single unit working so hard in the deck, let's try out our new strength. Oh, hi Ran. The Light and Shadow power. Wow. This is pretty interesting. Phantom Blaster Overlord. So this hand is really good actually. I have kind of all the pieces of combos. So my hand is actually alright. I was just thinking a bit with the skill. So let's put Wingo to the back. And also similar to Kagero, you want to be careful of not giving in too many damage if you are going second, because 2 Counter Blast means the Blaster Duck will be able to blast your rearguards. So in that case, I will just end my turn. Next turn, I'll write Blaster Blade and fetch out my Majestic Lord Blaster. So he writes the Javelin. So yeah, right now I must be very careful and not to give him too many damage. Otherwise, I won't be able to do what you call it? Yes. Otherwise, he might be able to blast me the next turn. But I think since he's going second, it's not a problem, so it's okay. The hand is actually alright. That's why I kept it. A Blaster Duck again, very nice. In this case, it might be alright to write the Blaster Duck, because I do have the Light and Darkness combo. So let's write the Blaster Duck. So Avatar of Darkness, let's go. Don't want to risk too much, and so I'm just gonna call battle, swing, and fetch out my Majesty Lord Blaster. Nice, a draw trigger. Power to Blaster Duck. Oh, nice draw trigger, Ren. Right, activating Wingo skill. Come to me, my Avatar of Light and Shadow. Majesty Lord Blaster. So my hand's kind of packed again. Yeah. His hand is huge as well, because thanks to Blaster Duck, it's fetched by its Javelin. So let's see how it goes from here. Yeah, one reason why not to give Shadows 2 damage during your Grade 2 ride is because they are pretty much guaranteed to ride Blaster Duck. You guys can see, Javelin is a guaranteed Blaster Duck, and it's 10k. Gets the Sharon. A perfect guard, okay. That's a very important note, especially against the opponents, because this deck is very reliant on depleting opponents' perfect guards. So right now I can expect 3 perfect guards. Avatar of Light and Shadow, a new power born out of compromise. I ride Majesty Lord Blaster. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to call 1 extra Blaster Blade to swing later on. The Warrior of Light standing by the King's side. Cast a shadow across the battlefield. I call Blaster Dark. And of course, we call another K here. So we will swing and swing. Here we go. I want to keep 1 intercept. So we call another Blaster Duck here. We swing and swing. Just like that. So, let's go, Blaster Blade. Even if he checks a trigger, it's still gonna hit. That's the plan. Wow, why you get a trigger? That's really lucky. Light and darkness grant me power. Now the time to turn despair into hope. Let's go, Majesty Lord Blaster. Powering up to 22,000. No triggers, unfortunate. Nice. This way I have taken note, and he probably have two PGs out. One is at the bottom. So he's gonna ride a Phantom Blaster Dragon. A very powerful Vanguard. So if it goes well, right, I might be able to win in 2 turns because it's at 4 damage right now. So he calls out the full bow with Phantom Blaster's Grade 3 skill. Oh, it's rather a full bow skill when you ride. It's definitely going for a damn charging lens, so I need to be very careful about it. It's not going for damn charging lens. Interesting. Ooh, he could have plus with damn charging lens. So alright. Six is a draw trigger, wow. Quite a lot of power there. Heal trigger. Oh my, this is not gonna be an easy match. Come on, deck, I need a strength right now. Draw trigger, nice. Cancel out, okay. But can we use you? Actually, we can. White wings of noble pride, dance across the battlefield. Let's come to my hand, Blaster Blade. I'll call Lian first. Let's go. The verdict is passed on the Cursed Lancer. Be gone, Burst Blaster. Let's go, everybody, Azambo. I'm counting on you, Blaster Blade. Let's go, Majesty Lord Blaster. It's all up to you now. Draw trigger. It's a perfect guard. How unfortunate. It's okay, we tried. Let's drive him to 5 damage, shall we? Thank you, Kay. Oh dear, it's the Phantom Blaster Overlord. The true embodiment of Psycholia. Oh dear. And he has a huge hand as well. He retires my Blaster Blade. No, Blaster Blade. Blaster Dark. Oh dear. He's gonna retire another one. Wow. He's calling another intercept. Well, that's fair. This is gonna hurt. I'm counting on you, Majesty Lord Blaster. Draw trigger! Exactly what I needed. Thank you, my deck. Thank you, my allies. Come on. Yes, we survived this. I activate Perfect Guard. Oh, it doesn't even. Oh, he does not Persona Blast. Oh dear. Okay, let's go. Right skip. White wings, add to my hand, Blaster Blade. Let's end this rant. I call Blaster Blade. My true avatar, Burst Blaster. Just in case I need inset. Let's go, Trumpeter. Battle. Let's go, Majesty Lord Blaster. I'm counting on you now. Do this, Majesty Lord Blaster. Oh, he has a perfect guard. Oh dear. Let's go, Blaster Blade. Finishes off. Let's go. Good job, my deck. As you guys can see, Majesty Lord Blaster is really good with his criticals, and it all comes down to how many perfect guard he has. I could predict the number of perfect guards because I have been counting. Nonetheless, the opponent did excellent as well, showcasing us the PBD and PBO. PBO was actually really powerful, so it wasn't an easy matchup at all. But my deck came through for me with the triggers, so thank you so much, deck. I hope you guys enjoyed my deck profile on the Majesty Lot Blaster, and subscribe to each channel if you'd like to see more in the future. Definitely be covering more powerful decks. This is one of the many. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Peace and bye bye!